Welcome to Triple R Ministries. This video will be covering Genesis chapters 6 through 10, covering the wickedness and judgment of man, the Noah pleases God, the ark prepared, the great flood, Noah's deliverance, God's covenant with creation, God's promise to Noah, Noah and his sons, and nations descended from Noah. Just diving right in. All right. The population of mankind has been multiplied at this point in time, and the sons of God, seeing that the daughters of men were beautiful and came unto them, they had sex with the women. Some say the sons of God were angels. Some say the sons of God were the sons of Seth, and the sons of men were the sons of Cain. Believe whatever you want to believe. It doesn't make too huge of a difference. Personally, I believe that the sons of God were angels, because the next thing that Genesis chapter 6 states is that God said that his spirit won't contend with man forever, so he set a time clock for 120 years for how long man would live. And man, after he set this time clock, man were still living well past 120 years. This time clock is the time clock from when the great flood would come and wipe out mankind. All right, and that would include these angels, angel children, species, or whatever. They're all going to get killed in the flood. My guess is that they were living forever. Does the Bible say that? No, but it seems to make sense. And also what leads me to believe this is God said that Noah was perfect in his generations. And I think that's saying that there was no angel blood within his bloodline or whatever. Going forward, there was great wickedness in the world, and man's heart was evil continually. And God was sorry that he made man and said that he will destroy man, beast, and bird all alike. But Noah found grace in God's sight. So Noah was a just man. He walked with God. He was perfect in his generations, as I just said. He had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. At this point, the earth was filled with violence, and all flesh corrupted their way. So God goes to Noah and tells Noah that he's going to destroy mankind and beasts and everything, and tells him to build an ark, and to take his sons, his wife, his sons, and his sons' wives, and 2 of every animal and bird, and take food to eat. Okay? And so now the great flood comes. God tells Noah to come into the ark because he's righteous. And in 7 days, he's going to cause it to rain for 40 days and 40 nights. So God listened to Noah, went in the ark, and at this point in time, he was 600 years old. So this is the breakdown of the great flood and Noah's deliverance. On the first day, Noah and his family and animals aboard the ark. On the 7th day, waters rise from the deep and rain falls from heaven. Okay, it rains 40 days and 40 nights. On the 40th day, it was the last day of rain. Okay, on the 150th day, all things died, and the flood resides. Everything that had the breath of life in its lungs that was not on the ark died, with the exception of sea creatures, because obviously they breathe underwater. On the 224th day, the tops of the mountains were dry. On the 264th day, Noah sends out a raven. The raven just keeps flying to and fro until all the water recedes. On the 271st day, Noah releases 1 female dove, and it returns because there was nothing for it to land on. On the 278th day, Noah releases the dove again, and it returns with an olive leaf in its mouth. On the 285th day, Noah releases the dove again, and it didn't return. On the 314th day, Noah removes the cover to the ark to look out and see if he can see dry ground. And on the 370th day, God tells Noah to leave the ark with everything that's in it. Okay? So now we're going to get into God's covenant with creation. It was the great Exodus, so to speak, with all the animals and everything. Exited the ark after being in there, over a year. And had to be a beautiful sight. So God built Noah built an altar to God and offered burnt offerings of clean animals and birds. And the Lord smelled the soothing aroma, and it was pleasing to God. And He said in His heart that He will never curse the ground again for man's sake. God cursed the ground for man's sake in Genesis when involving man's curse. He said the ground is cursed for your sake, thorns and thistles it'll bring forth for you, so forth and so on. And God cursed the ground here in the flooding of the ark, the flooding of the earth. So God said He'll never curse the ground again for man's sake, nor destroy every living thing as He has done. And He said, and I quote, "While earth remains, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, winter and summer, and day and night shall not cease." End quote. That's what God said, and I believe it. So going forth, this is God's promise to Noah. God tells Noah that the dread of man is on all beasts, and at this point in time, He instructs Noah that he can eat of the animals, of any animal that he wants to eat of. Just don't eat the blood inside of it, like the lifeblood of the animal, or an animal that's alive. God gives the instruction for capital punishment. So if a man kills a man, his life will be required of him. And He also says that if a beast kills a man, God will require that beast to give account for it, what have you. And God promises that He'll never again flood the earth and send a flood to destroy the earth and all the living in it. And He placed a rainbow in the sky to make a sign for this covenant. And even today, after it rains, you see the rainbow in the sky. This is God's promise to never flood the earth again. So Noah and his sons, after some time passed, Noah became a farmer and planted a vineyard and got drunk off of the wine. And Ham, one of his sons, stumbled upon Noah, who passed out naked. So Ham seen him passed out naked and was like, "Oh, look at Dad, passed out drunk and naked. Let me go tell my brothers." I guess kind of poking fun at him or whatever he was doing. So he told his brothers, and his brothers approached Noah with a sheet backwards, or a covering, and covered their father's nakedness. And when Noah awoke, he heard of what happened, and he cursed and blessed his sons. So Noah cursed Canaan to serve his brothers. Okay, he blessed the God of Shem. It didn't say he blessed Shem directly, but he blessed the God of Shem, and he enlarged Japheth. Okay. After this, Noah lived 350 years after the flood and died. He died at an age of 950 years old. It's a pretty long life. And in chapter 10, the nations that descended from Noah is listed here. The children of Shem, Ham, and Japheth, they're all listed here. Again, this is Genesis chapter 6 through 10. Feel free, please pick up the Bible, read it for yourself. Verify that all this stuff is in here. And moving forward in the next video, covering chapters 11 through 15, it will be the introduction of Abraham. And Abraham's like one of the big three is Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And there's like great stories involved in these in the lives of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I encourage everyone to tune in and check it out, and read the Bible for yourself if you get some time. Thanks a lot for listening. God bless. Take care.